In today's video, I want to go over the only change CLI option as part of Playwright. Before we jump into this, let's quickly talk about the only change CLI option. And this is an option that's added now that allows you to only run test files that have been changed since your last git commit, or you can do it from a specific git reference, which we'll be talking about further on into this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a couple of examples and show you how it kind of works. So I'm on a main branch in my Git repo. If you haven't got a Git repo set up, you can follow along with my previous Git tutorial series, and I'll teach you all about Git, and it'll give you the basics of how you create a Git repo and how you can kind of follow along with this. But what you can see at the moment is I have one single test, and this test just goes to commit quality. It checks that the filter text box is visible and then enters text into the text box. The test itself doesn't really matter. What I want to show you is the functionality of this only changed option. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do npx playwright test and hit enter. And what we're going to expect is just this one test to run, and it'll of course pass. So you can see here, example only change is the name of the test I have. And we can see the test has passed, all good. Now let's imagine we had a bunch of tests in different test files, and we want to run only the ones that we've been changed. Well, this is where the command comes in, which is npx playwright test -- only changed. And what this will do is it's only going to execute the tests that inside our git commit file to say execute the test files that we have changed. So if I run this at the moment with just only changed, hit enter, we're going to expect nothing is going to run because we haven't changed anything yet. What if then I said, okay, let's copy this file, we'll rename it to say example2.spec.ts. I'll just add the title of 2 here and save it. Now, I could say, oh, I've added a bunch of these different tests and I want to run these, and I don't want to worry about running these tests because I haven't changed anything here, where the basic functionality of only changed comes into it. Now, if I run npx playwright test only changed, if we just go to our commit, our source control tab here, what you'll see is we've got changes here of example2.spec.ts. So Git knows this is the only file that's changed in the tests, and then behind the scenes, Playwright picks up on this and it's only going to run this specific file. So we hit enter on this, and what you can see running one test, you can see it's only running example only changed of 2, and that's because this is the only file that's changed. Now, if I decided to update this file and add another test, and we'll say 3, you might think, oh, okay, only this test and this one will run because these are the only things that have been updated. If I go into the comparison, you could see this file, only this test has changed. Well, that would be wrong, because how it kind of works under the scene is it doesn't go off what tests have changed, it goes off the file. So what this means is this is like running our full suite now, because it's going to run all the tests in this file because we made one change in here, and it'll run the tests in this file because this is a new file which has changed. So that's something to be aware of. If I hit enter, you'll see what I'm talking about, but it's something to be aware of. Just because you change a single test in a bigger test file doesn't mean only that single test will run. It's going to be everything in that file. Now, another thing that's really interesting is if I just commit this, I'll say example, doesn't matter what my commit is. If I say commit now, there's no changes. So if I run only changed, nothing's going to run. So there we are. We saw nothing's run with no tests found. Now, another interesting thing is what I'm going to do inside tests here. I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to call it const_file.ts. And all I'm going to do is create a constant here. So I'm going to say export const, we'll say filter text equals subscribe to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the files to use, instead of entering subscribe here, we're going to say use the filter text, which will bring in from that const file. And I'll do it in this one as well. And I'll update it in here. Now, at the moment, nothing's new. If I was to run only change, we know the 3 tests are going to run because change has been made in the file. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say another commit. Now, these are really bad commit messages, but it's just to get it out of there. So we're back in a state where nothing has changed. If I was to run only changed, we're not expecting to run any tests. There we are. No tests found. That's fine. That's exactly what we're expecting. But now, each of our tests are using this const file. And what I can do is if I say, like this video here, you can see in our changelog that only this file has changed. But Playwright's quite smart, and it knows because we are importing this filter text from the const file and that has changed, it actually treats all these tests as if they've changed because they have, because now we're asserting, or we're not asserting, we're entering this different filter text. So now if I say only changed, we should see all 3 tests are executed because we made an update to an external file that is being referenced inside our tests. It's a really neat feature I wanted to show because you're probably going to have a bunch of different const files. You're probably going to have a bunch of different things that your tests are importing. And it's just showing that if you do make that external change, this only change CLI flag is actually smart enough to go, oh yeah, you have actually changed something, just not directly inside my test file. So I'm just going to say save const file and commit this. And that's kind of the basics of only changed. But you might be thinking, but what if in a real world, I'm going to create, say, a feature branch in Git, and I'm going to make all my changes, and then I only want to execute the changes made in my feature branch against my main branch. Well, you can do that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new branch and say example only changed. What we'll do is we'll add a test file. So let's copy this, let's rename it, and we'll say example3.spec.ts. We'll add that in. Now, as you can guess, if we used only changed right now, this one would execute. This would be against this example only changed feature branch. And now, if I save this and say add in another file and I commit it, when I run only changed, it's not going to find any tests as expected because we're saying that our local version has no changes. But technically that's incorrect because we've made changes to this feature branch which are now different to our main branch because we have this extra test file. Well, what we can do is we can say only changed equals main, and this is going to say, okay, compare all the changes I have against my local main, which is very important. It's not the origin main. So if you've pushed a repo, if you've got a repo from GitHub, it's not checking the changes against the remote one. So if you're in a team of 3 people and 2 other people have made changes, but you haven't updated your local version of main, it's only going to compare against those. So that's one thing you need to know. What you probably could do is something like remote origin main here, and it'll compare against those. But I haven't got, this repo isn't on GitHub. It's just local on my machine. But I want you to be aware of that, is if you are running this against only changed main, just be aware that it's against your local main and not the remote origin. Now then, if I hit enter, what we're going to expect is one file to run because this is the only change between this branch and main. And there we go, one passed, all good. Now we kind of touched at the start as well is we can do it against local commit references as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another change and I'll do it in example 2. And I'm just going to say add a comment, doesn't matter. Hello. And we're going to save this. Now we know if we were to run this against main, this is going to run 2 tests. So example 2 specs, we change this one, and the example 3 spec. So there we are, example change 2 and example change 3, which you're not seeing because my config is configured with a HTML report. But what I can actually do is we go into config and we change reporter to list. This will list the 2 tests that run. So we'll just see them cleaner down here rather than having to open up a HTML report. There we are. So we got example change 2 and example change 3 run. Now what we can do is we can say, okay, I only want to run the test from a specific commit reference. Well, we can do that. If I say git log and we'll say 3. So originally we've got the save const file, which come from main. So we know that if we were to run this, there'd be no changes found. So if I said playwright test only change and we take this commit ID and add it here, we can see 2 tests are running because we're now comparing against main, which was exactly the same as before. Now then, what if I take this one? What's going to happen? Well, we're actually comparing to this commit reference now of D2EEA, which means when we added example 3 file, that shouldn't be there anymore because we are saying compare this version against this version, see what's only changed. But we added example 3 as part of this. So that's now the base. We haven't made any changes to example 3 test in this head commit. So what we're going to see is only one test is going to run, and that should be the example 2, which are the changes we made in this top commit here. So now I can say only changed, Let's get rid of this and paste it in. And we're expecting example only change 2 to run. There we are. Perfect. So this is just a quick example of how you can kind of see how this only change CLI flag can be used in your projects. Now, there's a couple of notes I want to make everyone aware of, because I think these are really important to know. Is this doesn't take into account any config changes. So if you if we were to run this a moment of only change and nothing, we're not expecting. Oh no, maybe we are, because yeah, we're not expecting anything because we changed the config. And even though this is global to all our tests, at the moment, Playwright don't take this into account and say, if you've changed the config, we're not treating that as anything that's changed in your tests, which I'm kind of on the fence with, because I think there's some things you want to do. Like if I change the timeout, for example, I feel like that should definitely be something that gets picked up. When you think about it, you should be running all your tests anyway. We already mentioned as well, it doesn't work for individual tests. So if I added 20 tests in here and we didn't change this one, all the tests would run, even though we haven't changed this. It's by a per file basis. And you obviously must be in a Git repo, because it's using the Git changes to figure out what test files have changed. So just to recap, we've shown that you can create external files, reference them in your tests, and when you update the external file, they'll act as if the test file has changed, because the tests actually have changed. We've shown you how you can kind of change to your feature branch and run only the tests you've changed in your feature branch against main or any other branch. And we've also shown you how you can do it via the Git commit reference IDs. We've shown you how you can just check that only the local changes have been made. So if you made changes to your test file here, as long as you don't commit them, you just run the only change flag on its own, and that will just run for you. And that should be all. If you do have any questions or comments, please drop them down below.